Like I said, this is really what it breaks down to. These are the key elements that we're looking at. It starts with the faculty. The faculty have spent years gaining their education. And what they're looking to do here is, it's not only their job, but I know a lot of them enjoy doing it. They're trying to teach you and hope that they can develop mentors, develop individuals, develop leaders. And then it's your job as someone who's become a leader or an upperclassman to spread that on to someone younger, which is our mentee. Because what you don't realize is a simple lesson like, hey, you need to realize just showing up to class is one of the main basics to knowledge. You know, it's that simple. A lot of people that don't get something in a classroom, it's because they may show up and they just turn off their minds. But the expression that you may give to them, they'll tell their peers, whether you realize or not. And that will lead to overall retention, which is a big thing that the college is focusing on right now. Basically, how will this work? I mean, it starts with, cooperative dedication. Both people have to want to be there. And the way we're going to break this down is it's going to be weekly meetings. Apparently there's going to be one class a week. This is what they're talking about. I kind of developed a curriculum. We had started out with the idea of weekly meetings where you set up a time with your mentee as a mentor, and it's your job to meet and set up kind of an action plan about what you will do every single time that you meet. It's the same thing you're gonna run into in a professional development setting. Every time that I ran into a situation where I met with a leader of a certain division or department in a company, they sat down with an action plan. What are we going to do in this meeting? What are you going to benefit from? What are you going to learn? Tangible items will be a part of it, as well as 4 assessments per semester. We have 2 faculty, Carol Breed and Claire Stevens, and they will be evaluating how you're progressing. And these assessments will be, for example, the best example I can give you right now, the 3rd assessment will be directly after midterm, and what they're going to do there is look at your academics. Is your mentee on track? Do you need to step it up and make sure that the mentee is doing well in class? Those are the things, and then it comes down to the mentor and mentee are both going to make a final portfolio, and what this is doing is the mentor is going to evaluate the mentee and their dedication and how well they did and their willingness to learn, and then the mentee is going to evaluate the mentor. So they're going to say, here's the tangible items, here's my final product. The mentor is going to have all your rough draft stuff saying, here's how I improved it, here's my corrections that I made, and the mentee is going to basically walk out of this saying, I've got everything I need to go to my next interview. And this is kind of a funny way of looking at how the grading is actually going to break down. You have your weekly meetings of mentor and mentee portfolio. They will be a large bulk, but they won't come up until the end. These are going to be your on track. It's almost like having 4 main grading points where you're going to be able to see, how am I doing? Am I on track? And like I said, the development, it really begins here by me telling you. I'm hoping to spread this to all majors. I think, it's like Edric was mentioning today. If there's people that want to be in the learning disability field, how are they going to get there? It's not something that you could just walk in and say, I want to be an education major, and I'm going to apply for a learning disability job at Olivet High School. No, you need to know where the opportunity is. You need to know someone who's already in the field. You need those connections. And this is where we're trying to develop it through promotion, as well as the administrators and the faculty. I know that all of them want us to learn here. So it's this cooperative self-education that will help us out. Like I said, self-responsibility in education. And of course, Don Tusky preaches it, remembering the 7. And this is where it comes down to, I'm responsible for my own learning and personal development. This program touches on that directly. It is your job to come here to college and learn, and that's what we're focusing on. I'm also responsible for contributing to the learning of others. Once again, as we can see, hands-on, students working together. You're in college to learn how to interact with people, to learn life applicable lessons. We can't be wasting our time through going to class and turning your brain off. This is a great way to get hands-on, as well as to get to know people that you may have never even stopped to learn. I'm responsible for service to Olivet College and the larger community. Through this mentor program, we're benefiting the college. There overall will be more retention. There will also be more of a desire for the kids to learn, and that helps out the college. Here we see, the physical environment. The mentors are actually going to be working on service day as well. Treating other people with respect. I feel that if you're giving your time through a mentor program, right there you're respecting someone else's desire to learn. Behaving and communicating with honesty and integrity. This is actually going to be touching directly on the fact that we want this to become a self-educating program where within the major, it would be voted on, and you would elect 2 members to evaluate all the mentors and mentees. Right now it's Carol and Claire Breed, or Carol Breed and Claire Stevens, and we're hoping that at some point the majors can break it down to have actual appointed officers to go over it. And then obviously the development and growth of the college. We want everybody to be ready for the professional environment that they're going to go into. And thank you for your time. What I want you to notice here is this is basically how I think it's going to work. It's going to start out with Olivet College, and we're turning the wheels with Gamma Iota Sigma, and this is the opportunity here where we want this to go. We want everybody to get involved. We want every major to get involved, and we just want to help the campus. So I appreciate it.